All right, good morning. It's Monday, March 21st, and we've just celebrated the third Sunday of Lent. And if you're like me, you're thinking, oh my gosh, how have we already celebrated the third Sunday in Lent? Time is flying by. And in Lent, every season, for me, it's a combination of gearing up and letting go. And we're gearing up for the resurrection of Christ and the celebration of that. But in the meantime, we're trying to let go of perhaps some of our vices, like for me, giving up Coca Cola this Lent, and some other choices that people have made to sacrifice, just like Jesus did for all of us. But the message that is being given today in our Living Well Through Lent series for 2022, it was kind of Edward Thompson on Sunday's lesson. It was all about letting go, and it. What does that mean? So, uh, of what do we need to let go? What might we need to let go of today in order to protect and nurture the health of our heart, soul, mind, and body? Gosh, when I read this, it kind of hit me in the face. I called it God hit me with the two by four. When Janelle called me to ask me to do this, I thought, yes, of course I'll do it because it's Janelle and she's incredible and does so much for our church. But also, I thought at the same time, yes, I'll do it. But in the blink of an eye, I thought, oh my gosh, can I fit it into my busy schedule? Well, I'm sure God kind of feels the same way with me all the time. Can she fit me into her busy schedule? So, what this message sent to me specifically was, okay, Mary Stewart, what are you going to let go this week so that you can open your heart, mind, soul to receive God's messages this week to help you be kinder, be mindful, feel physically better, knowing that God is with you at all times. Um, I've got a wonderful prayer to open us up. I'm not sure, maybe many of you might know Blair Suture. She lived in Spartanburg for a little bit. She and her husband and her two small boys now live in Georgia. She just came out with this incredible prayer book, and it's just prayers. And I find it so helpful because it's mainly specifically tied to motherhood, but what she does is reminds me specifically as a woman and mother to be mindful and let go. So this prayer spoke to me, and I hope it speaks to you today. Dear Lord, Mondays are hard. Is that why you give us Sundays to rest? The first day marks the beginning of a new week, and while it brings promise and excitement, it also brings anxiety and to-do lists. Help us prepare our hearts, not with the expectations we will never live up to, but the dependence on you and your never ending grace. When we do not tackle everything we meant to, when we lay our heads down feeling defeated, when our hearts feel heavy and the week has barely begun, remind us that you are there to provide us rest, comfort, and all the things our hearts need. You give us strength one day at a time. Sometimes we try to stretch Sunday's rest into Monday's hurry and pull Tuesday's worries in a day early. Remind us that each anxiety, each task, each bullet point is safely tucked into your hands. We thank you for the gift of one day at a time with rest and darkness between. Open our hearts of the beauty of this moment that holds and helps us use it to create space for our souls. Amen. Wow. I'm already thinking about my to-do list for this week, but this is a reminder for me to pause, take comfort in God. I love the part where she says, God is even there, that he holds the bullet points for us. My challenge for myself, and hopefully the challenge I send to you, is this week, what are you going to let go? What are you going to think and say and express to anyone around you that isn't of value to me at this moment? Does this help or hurt my heart, mind, and soul in waiting for God to reach me. So I have two scripture readings. They're popular, but they always are helpful to come back to. So in Matthew 11:28, come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Rest. It's so important. Rest, of course, a good night's sleep is rest, but letting your heart, soul, and mind rest as well from all the worries and the anxieties that we need to let go of is so beneficial. And then another one from Proverbs 3:5. Lean on, trust in, and be confident in the Lord with all your heart and mind, and do not rely on your own insight or understanding. Gosh, if I relied on my own insight and understanding, I would be in trouble, and so would my family. And so I constantly have to remind myself to give up on my own insight and my own understanding and let God take over. Let God take over, because He can let you let go of all those things that are holding you back for the week. Hope everyone has a fabulous week. Happy Monday. Remember, remind yourself of Sunday's rest. Bring it into the rest of the week. I challenge you to let go of the worries and the anxieties, and I want you to focus on the celebration of the resurrection of Jesus Christ this Lent. Thank you.